Cullen Cup week is upon us, and we are just a few days away from finding out who is going to be the BCFC champion. Joined by the two head coaches that remain, Ben McCauley from the Okanagan Sun, Howie Zarin from the Langley Rams. And Ben, I'll start with you. Break down for me what you saw from your club in the semifinal and the victory over the Huskers. An impressive day on the ground and defensively as well. Tell me what you saw in the film.
Yeah, I was happy with the way the guys came out, particularly on the offensive line, and we were able to kind of do what we wanted to do, running the football. We allowed them back into the game in the second quarter. We had some special teams errors, which is uncharacteristic, and part of that's a bunch of new guys on a playoff roster in new spots, and part of that's just I think some of the guys haven't played in big games and things like that. Maybe nerves got the better of them, but we cleaned it up in the third quarter, and we were able to get back to running the football. And we had a great day along the ground, and if we can run the football, I'll choose to do that 10 times out of 10.
Howie, for your club, looked like a hard-fought battle against the Raiders. It was close right towards the end. How did you see your team play and perform? Did you see a step up when it came to playoff intensity mode?
Yeah, the intensity level was definitely a step up, but the VI Raiders are a hell of a football team. So, we expected a battle, and that's exactly what we got.
What did you see from the Sun? Have you broken down their film yet? And if you have, what did you see from their game?
Like the Sun have been all year long. Their defense is one of the best in the country, and they run the ball very well. They've got a monstrous O-line, so we got a lot of work to do for sure. Ben,
what about you? What did you see on the film from the Rams-Raiders game?
Much of the same. Obviously they've got number 15 who's making a lot of plays and a hard guy to bring down. So he's going to be a key for us to make sure we know where he is at all times. And even when we do, we're going to just have to limit him. I know he's going to make plays. So in defensively, they're stout up front, and I know that they're going to be able to do a good job of limiting our run. So we're going to have to be a bit more balanced and take what's given to us and be able to capitalize on it.
Howie, nobody, I don't think, really would have expected to see Tristan Yansu, your rookie quarterback, come in and play, let alone carry the game. He, I think, completed 4 passes all year, and then he throws for 415 yards and 4 touchdowns in a playoff game. What led to the quarterback change? What did you think of his performance? And will Yansu start again in the BCFC final?
Well, Tristan went in because Duncan got banged up. So, under pressure, Tristan went in and he did a hell of a job for us. And, I just saw a guy that I've coached the last 3 years. He's got no fear. So he'll just chuck the ball up. And, he's a really good quarterback. He's our backup quarterback, but he, he's definitely a 1A. And he'll definitely be starting this weekend. Yep.
Wow. Ben, does that change anything in your preparation at all? This is a quarterback largely unknown, not a lot of film to work with except for that one game.
You know what? I do know of Tristan, and had the opportunity to cross in his paths a few times. I know he's back at Seaquam, and I've kind of followed him through the last few years. So not totally unfamiliar with him. That being said, it's a slightly different style of quarterbacking play from him compared to Duncan, and I think Duncan's does a great job of kind of picking you apart and finding open receivers and crossing routes and dink and dunk his way down the field, and he also can get the ball down the field when he needs to. But I think it's dangerous having a guy who's a bit of a gunslinger back there who can really throw the ball well accurately downfield. So I don't expect it to be too much different, except for just like any other phase of the game, we're going to have to play our best football in the secondary.
Howie, any concern about nerves? This kid's played one junior football game effectively, and now he's going to start the BC final in the Apple Bowl on a Sunday afternoon. I've seen veterans be nervous in that setting.
Well, there's one thing you got to understand about Tristan, and that is, he's got big kahunas, and it doesn't matter where he plays or who he's got to play. He's going to go out there and he's going to sling the ball around, and it is what it is, and what happens is going to happen, and that's his attitude.
So the 2 regular season meetings between these two teams was a split. and really sort of tight games, not a ton of offensive yards put up, not a ton of scoring really either. And for both of your clubs, that was the last time you each lost, was to each other. And since then, there's been a couple of long winning streaks. Howie, I'll start with you. Do you expect more of the same, more of that tight sort of back and forth game in the final here, or do you think maybe things get broken open a little bit?
Oh, I don't think things are going to go anywhere, Dom. I think you're going to see the two best defenses in the country, and I think the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to be the victor.
How about you, Ben?
Yeah, I think you ride the horse that got you there, and certainly Langley as well as us there's no secret about it. You play good defense and limit the turnovers offensively, which both of us have managed to do in the last 6-7 weeks. That puts you in a position to win most games, and like how we said, you limit the mistakes. I think special teams are an area that's a bit of a for us, we got a lot of work to do on that end to get back to where we were during the season. But I think those are areas that could be difference makers.
Howie, you said to me earlier in the year that not too much earlier, a couple of weeks ago, that the Rams were the best defense in Canada. What makes your group better than the Okanagan Sun?
Well, I think our team is better just because I think we play better as a team. We don't have 14 All-Stars on defense, but as far as the team goes, I think we just play a better team game on defense.
Ben, when that comment was made, I'm sure that somebody on the Sun heard about it. How was that digested from your group that you're the second best defense in Canada, according to the Rams head coach?
Well, I don't expect anything different from Howie. I feel the same way about my guys, and we certainly have some of the headlining players, but the truth is, the last 5-6 weeks we've had to go without a lot of them, and we've had to really bond together and find different guys to step up and make plays. And a lot of those guys are guys we've had since they're 18 years old who've stepped up now in their second or third year and have started to make plays and gel as a unit. So, I don't expect anything less from Howie. He's going to go to bat for his guys. I'm going to go to bat for mine. And, there's a lot of talent between these two teams. And, I think it's a great showcase for some of the best talent in the country, as Howie said. And, one of us is going to get to represent us on a bigger stage, and it's going to be a lot of fun battling it out.
Ben, are you guys the favorites this weekend?
I would say not. I would think we've consistently had to come in every week feeling like we're the underdog. I think as far as we know, we've got a tough Langley team. They got the better of us last time we saw them, and they've been on a roll ever since then. So right now, first place, second place, it doesn't matter. The regular season means nothing right now, and I don't know if there is a clear favorite, but I think we've got our work cut out for us.
Howie, what are you smiling about?
Oh, I just think it's kind of funny, I mean, the Sun are, they finished the first place. They're at home. They have 95% of the guys on the All-Star team, and all credit goes to Ben to downplay that. So, I'm looking forward to coming up there.
So they're the favorites, is what you're telling me.
Well, we all know they're the favorites. Hey, they're the best team in the province by far. We're just lucky to be here, Dom. So we're gonna go up there. We're going to try our hardest, and hopefully we can give the Sun a game.
Oh, you guys are so predictable. It's funny. I love it.
I tell you what, I'll say this. The Okanagan Sun are my favorite.
Okay. Oh, well, we can go with that. That works. And Howie, I guess the Rams are your favorite too, right?
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure all season long. I'm really excited to see what happens on Sunday in the Apple Bowl. Enjoy yourselves, take it all in, and may the best team win. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, guys.